Hey, you ready? Watch these two swings. Did you see a difference? Well, if you did, you were looking in the right place and you get a big fist bump from me. Yes, the answer was right here in the hat. Did you notice how my hat stayed down with the first one and then I released it early with the second one? Well, that's what today's topic is, to peak or not to peak. Very interesting video. We're gonna go through these two moves, pluses and minuses. We're even gonna get some FlightScope data to show you what the difference is in the ball and the path and the face when you release your head early or whether you stay down post impact. Hi, my name is Greg Jones and welcome to the channel Finish First. I'm the Director of Instruction here at Steelwood Country Club in South Alabama. And today I'm in the Learning Center at the back end of the range here at Steelwood Country Club. And this is where I do my thing. If you wanna work with me, hit me up at greg@gregjonesgolf.com. I use the Coach Now app. And if you want to come see me in person, well, come on down to LA, Lower Alabama, as we say, and see me so we can work on your game, get you more consistent so you too can finish first. Should you peak and release your chin and release your eyes and head a little bit early before impact? Or should you no peak and stay down and leave your eyes and head down until post impact? I don't think either one is wrong. It's just a matter of which one's right for you. So let's talk about to peak. David Duval, Annika Sorenstam, Henrik Stenson, Joe Durant, to name a few. David Duval won majors. What a great player. Annika Sorenstam, best female player ever. Henrik Stenson won a major, great player. And then how about Joe Durant? If you don't know Joe Durant and his stats, he was like top 3 in ball striking year after year after year in the prime of his career. Nobody hit it better than Joe Durant for about 5, 6, 7 years. So all 4 of those golfers released their head and chin a little bit earlier. All right, let's talk about the benefits of releasing your head pre-impact before you strike it and getting your eyes and your chin downrange a little longer. Why would anybody want to do that? Well, for one, you get to open the swing. You get to open up from the top down. Now I'm opening up here with my chin, my face, my head, and my shoulder is beginning to open up because my head's opening up. Then the midsection is opening up and then the hips are opening up. So I'm getting everything out of the way, which is going to create this beautiful clear space for me to swing my arms. I have lots of room to swing. Well, when I have lots of room to swing and there's a clean area down here, I can go fast. It feels faster. I feel like that club can just zip through there if my body's not in the way and I've already taken it to the left, my shoulder, my hip, and my head opening up soon gets everything out of the way. Another reason you might want to do that is injury prevention. You don't want to get in here and get this too much. You don't want to get this high left shoulder because you're trying to stay down too long. Well, I've had that surgery and it's not pleasant. I've had it opened up and had my clavicle shaved down, and that's from years and years of hitting balls and getting this left shoulder up because I was trying to stay down and hit a draw. So that's another good reason. Another good reason is if I clear out and I open this space to swing right here, it gets me off my backside. It gets me off my backside because if I'm somebody who stays down in here too long, I might not ever get off this backside. I left a lot of weight and mass and energy behind because I wanted to stay behind and try to square the face too much. So it gets you off your backside. And finally, another great reason is it helps you hit a fade. It helps to hit a fade. And so I know for me, I don't ever want my ball to hook. I don't want it to turn left unless I want it to turn left on purpose, okay? So if I can get everything out of the way and I start from the top down, head releasing, shoulder getting out of the way, midsection and hip getting out of the way, that clears the path for me to swing the handle to the left a little bit and get me more of a left-oriented swing path so I can hit a fade. That's pretty much what my ball does. So a lot of benefits to releasing your head and getting out of the way and creating this space so you can go fast, get off your backside, hit a fade or not a hook if you want to, and prevent injury. All right, let's talk about the benefits of staying down and keeping your eyes down post-impact. Eyes down post-impact. Well, the first benefit is it gets the club face square. It helps to get the club face square. If I stay down here Those arms are going to come down and go right on by, and I get that nice crossover release that we talked about last week in the release video. We get this nice crossover naturally. That's because we're staying down. That left shoulder is staying in here a little bit longer. It's not opening up, and that gives the club face a better chance to square it up. So if you're somebody who struggles to square the face, you definitely want to be eyes down post impact. So that's a great benefit. And if you want to keep your eyes down and you're not going to peak until post impact, well, you're going to keep your head down. You're going to keep your head down. You're not going to raise up. I doubt very seriously if you're an eyes down kind of person that you would stand up like that. So that's going to kind of prevent that stand up, come out of it, if you're making sure that your eyes are down post impact. Probably the biggest reason I would like eyes down, I had a great baseball coach tell me one time, you know, baseball and golf are both hand-eye sports, and he said, you know, you've got a 200% better chance of hitting it if you're looking at it. Well, that makes a lot of sense to me, and I've got a better chance to hit it if I'm looking at it when it gets struck. So either is okay, pluses and minuses, you know, and if you're a pretty skilled player, you could use one method for a draw, eyes down post impact, and if you wanted to hit a fade, you could release the head early so you can path that club to the left and get a left path so you can hit a fade. All right, I'm gonna hit 5 each way, and we're gonna see if one's better than the other. All right, this will be fun. Let's check some results. This is the first set where I released my head early, let the eyes go, and let's see what I did. I actually hit 6 shots here, and I have an average carry of 169 and an average total of 170. But I think what I really like the most is what's going on over here with the club path, where I have an average of a path of 1.1 to the left, pretty much a square face to the path, and a face to target 1.1 to the left. Pretty much average straight. And hey, I'm happy with that. That gives me a tight dispersion. And if we wanted to look at this from a different view, if we wanted to look at the trajectory view, I like looking at the top. Pretty nice pattern right there. Here's what's really cool too is the height. They're all about the same height. They're all flying about the same. So there's a different perspective back down the line. But this top one is really cool. And here is the grouping. So pretty nice grouping. Typical right-hander's pattern. The ones that are going left are going to go a little bit further than the ones that go right. So pretty typical, but pretty happy with those results. And let's go back to the grid again and look overall. Pretty happy to see that this club path is left, 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 left. Only one time did I get it to the right, and that's me peaking early. Like I said, that helps me path it to the left just a little bit. So pretty good numbers. I'm pretty proud of those numbers, but I gotta say, I found a little something in my swing last week, and maybe I'll share that with you next week. All right, so here we go with the eyes down session, no peak, where my eyes are down until post impact. And I find it pretty interesting that I'm a little bit shorter with eyes down, and I get a little bit more roll. So 162 for a total 165, but I got 3 yards of roll. A little bit shorter doesn't surprise me, because with eyes down, the left shoulder and the head becomes a decelerator, and the ground becomes a decelerator, and so it's slowing down a little bit. And it doesn't surprise me that I got 3 yards of roll, because when I leave my eyes down and that face squares a little more, I'm probably going to draw it or turn it left a little bit and get a little more roll out of it. So that does not surprise me at all. And then when we come over here to the club angles, you know, the average path is now 1.6 to the left. My face to target, 3.4 left. So obviously when I leave my eyes down, I tend to over square the club face. That's me. But it's probably typical with a lot of players. If you leave your eyes down, you're going to get it square. And if you need help with that, then it's for you. So not surprising that my face to target average was 3.4 to the left, and then my path was still pretty good, 1.6 to the left. So it absolutely changed the distance, the face angle. So pretty interesting to see the numbers and how they relate to a technique. And maybe this will eliminate you and you can decide which one you want to use. So neither is wrong. It's just whatever you like, whatever you prefer, whatever works for you. All right, so what if you're a person that needs to go down the path of releasing your eyes sooner, releasing your head sooner? Maybe you've been taught to stay down and you're staying down too long. Well, typically, I think sometimes dads and husbands preach stay down, keep your head down to wives and kids a little too much, and they take the whole bottle instead of just one pill. They kind of overdose on staying down and they wind up looking like this. Well, if you're that kind of person that needs to get through it a little better, I would start off with just some little baby wedges. And my goal here is to follow the ball with my eyes. Okay, that's a good way to train releasing your head early. Keep your eyes, see if you can keep your eyes on that white ball while you're hitting these little shots. Follow the ball with your eyes, okay? And that'll help you open up and clear your head, release your head a little bit early pre-impact. That's a good way to train it. Well, the opposite of that is, what if you're somebody who stands up out of it too soon and you need to stay in it a little longer? Well, just like last week, we're gonna go left foot only. We're gonna shut off the lower body and let the arms go by and leave our eyes down. See, there I go, I drop kicked it because that's what happens. Leave your eyes down. Left foot only, eyes down, arms go right on by. You see how that's kind of clunky for me? That's because I do it the other way. I like to release my eyes. But if you're somebody who needs to stay down to get square and to hit it more solid, left foot forward. There we go. So that's how you would train and practice and learn eyes down post impact. Either way, it's just going to be a little 30 or 40 yard wedge, and you can work on it either way. All right, how about that? Pretty cool video, huh? So I haven't done that in a while, and it was kind of discovery as I went because I didn't really know what I was going to see. I had hoped I would see what I saw, but pretty nice to see those numbers, pretty proud of them, and you can do it too. It doesn't matter which way you choose, peak or no peak, as long as you know and as long as you're efforting that, then you can build a consistent pattern too. So real quickly, the summary board, you know, if you're gonna peak a little bit early, the benefits are you get to open from the top down, it clears the way, gets everything out of the way so you can come through there fast and clean. It prevents injury because you're gonna get this left shoulder behind you and not get it up into your face like that. And it helps you get off the backside. If you stay down too long, you'll stay on your backside too long. And of course, for me, I love it because of the fade path, that path to the left. You can talk to a fade, but a hook won't listen. All right, how about this? And then the no peak, the benefits are it squares the face. And if you need help with that, if you need to square the face, keep those eyes down, do that left leg only, left foot forward drill, and you'll learn how to square the face. It helps you stay down longer. It helps to hit a draw. And as my old baseball coach said, you've got a 200% better chance of hitting it if you're looking at it. So keep your eyes on it. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It means a lot to me. And if you want to work with me, hit me up. Send me an email to greg@gregjonesgolf.com. I use the Coach Now app. It's easy to work together. We can do online. Or if you want to come see me down here in LA, Lower Alabama, as we say, come on down. We'll do it in person. Got a great facility here and would love to work with you so that you can be more consistent, shoot your lowest scores, and finish first.